Greetings, people of the internet, and welcome to a brand new thingamaboblia that I'm doing. That was a word right there. It's a tier list thing. You may have seen these a lot, like the last 2 years, and as always, I will be fashionably late to the party. This first episode, I wanted to go big. I was thinking, right, series with a lot of characters, because this is a waifu tier list, because it's anime. That's just what we do, you know. So yeah, I was thinking series with a lot of characters that I like a lot, and I was like, boom, Toaru series, you know, Index, your Railgun, your Accelerator. Let's do this thing. We got quite a few. I'm not going to count. I got my laptop on my, you can't see it in the camera, it's down here. So when I look down, I'm going to be working the magic. The magic is just the website, which makes a lot of sense. But hey, go try and upload more on this channel, doing stuff that doesn't require as much editing. So let's get into this. Let's do this tier list thing. So there you see the tiers. We have got S, the best of the best. We have got A, pretty darn great, which pretty darn great, you know. It's you know, it's S to D, but we'll give you the titles. We got B, which is okay, which with dots on it, which is definitely a One Punch Man reference, in case you were wondering. C, barely tolerable. People that I don't like, but I don't think are the absolute worst. And then D, we got not a chance. Absolute bottom of the barrel. Don't like you at all. Should probably mention, these are in alphabetical order. Alphabetical order based on what name I give them. So like some of them are first names, some of them are surnames. There's no consistency in how they're ordered. So there is that to consider. But anyway, let's kick things off with Sister AGNESE. Sister AGNESE. I actually kind of like Sister AGNESE, you know? Like, she's cool. Am I a lolicon for saying that? We'll see if there's a pattern. If there is, I may need to turn myself in. But anyway, Sister AGNESE, I'm thinking it's between A and B. I'll go A, just because I'm kind. Also, some of these pictures aren't the greatest. I think I got most of them off the wiki, and they're not the best quality, but they should suffice. So yeah, there's that. Sister AGNESE in A looks pretty good. Like when she became good, I think she became like a lot of a nicer character, you know? Not nicer, that's not the right word. But you know, there was the whole funny thing with the washing machine, I remember. Yeah, I think A works. A works a lot, I think. Who's next? Sister Angeline is next. Boy, I don't have a strong opinion on Sister Angeline. She's one of them that's just kind of there. So, I mean, in doing that, I think her dub voice was pretty annoying, which I don't know how much that counts for, but it's a thing I'm going to say. I'm going to put her in C. Sorry to all you Sister Angeline fans out there. She doesn't do much for me, but she's not the worst. She's not terrible. So, there is that. Also, apologies if I ever leave my mouse cursor on the screen for more than for a while, because it's going to happen at some point. I will do my best to ensure it doesn't, but it's definitely a thing that's bound to happen, I think. Sister Angeline, that looks right to me so far. I read somewhere that what you're meant to do with these is you're meant to put your favorite, or one that you could like your very middle in first, so you can base it off that. I'm just going down the list, so, you know, I am aware that is a thing. If this does, I mean, these aren't fixed. If some people seem too high or too low, I can, like, fix it at the end. So, that's a thing we're going to do, I think. Okay, next is AISA from the movie. Oh, boy. So, she sings. There was that one shower scene. I mean, again, this is a similar case to Angeline, but not as bad. I don't particularly have a strong opinion. Maybe I should have started with people I have a strong opinion on. But, you know, there are some... it doesn't take too long to get to the ones I like. So, yeah. AISA, I'm thinking B. She's okay. I don't think I can go any higher than that. You know, movie original characters often have that, where they're like, there's not too much to them really. But yeah, AISA was fine. I think B is right. Looking at that looks right to me. Okay, who's next? AWATSUKI from Railgun, the not as cute one. between Awatsuki and Wanai. Boy, that's pretty much. I like her ability. Her what is her ability? No, what was Wanai? What the hell was Awatsuki's ability? The making things lighter. No, that was kind of cool. I do like that ability. Even if I completely forgot it, I think it was an alright ability. Ah, boy, she doesn't do it. She just seems a bit bland, really. That's kind of where I'm at. Like, Wanai's the cute one, and Awatsuki's just there. I'm thinking. Oh, I moved the thing. That's not good. I'm thinking B or C. Like, we haven't got anyone that I hate yet, and I'm looking on this. There's not a lot that I really don't care for, but there are some. So I guess we're gonna have at least one thing in every tier, which is good. I'm thinking C. I think yeah. I like her less than Arisa. Yeah, that makes sense to me. Yeah. Sorry. Does anyone like Awatsuki more than Wanai? Like, because I think that's ridiculous. Because I think Wanai is way better in just about every way, you know. So we'll get to her, well, way later. Yeah, God, wait, she's right near the bottom, but she's on here, so that's good. Probably should mention. I should have mentioned this at the start. I'll just do it now because why not? Only looking at the anime, so like season 1 to 3 of Index, the movie. Season 1 to 3 of Railgun, and, you know, the first season of Accelerator. No New Testament, and all that. Because, hey, when New Testament comes out, we do a part 2. Isn't that a great idea? But also, this isn't every character, because that would be insane. And I know I missed, like, I missed most of New Light. I missed, like, Scavenger's not on here. You know, I got the people I thought were important enough to warrant it. Again, if we need to, we can fill them out in part 2, you know, because I think this is one that I plan on doing another one of, because there's a lot of characters in this series. I'm not sure if you're aware of that, and a lot of them happen to be female too, so who knows. Okay, up next is CARISSA. CARISSA. Boy, let's just think here. I like CARISSA. She's my favourite of the 3 princesses, and I'm just trying to think how far that goes. She's basically like a Mordred from Fate, just bigger in some key areas. I'll leave you to figure out what those key areas are. This is genuinely a struggle right now. CARISSA. I mean, I think for now I'm gonna put her in A, because she was. Like, she has a bad rap, because she's not bad, she just wanted the best thing for... Yeah, I think A works. She wants the best thing for the country. A works for me. I think A is a good pick for CARISSA. Like, that makes sense to me. We've made a C right now out of the letters, so out of the pictures even. Alright, up next is Dolly. Railgun T Dolly. Boy, a lot of these, it's weird when you think of when I sit down to do this, like, I don't have strong opinions on many of these Toaru characters. Like, Dolly is fine for what she is, but, I mean, I think, I don't know. Dolly is, we might have to come back to Dolly, because I'm struggling. I mean, do I like her more than, no, I don't. I guess Dolly's C, which barely tolerable seems a bit harsh. I might have to change that subtitle at some point, because that seems very harsh for Dolly. Like, the other two I'm okay with it, but Dolly seems... But I like her around... Maybe I should put her in low B. I think I'll do that actually. Dolly is a low B for me. I'm not gonna order them within the tiers, because that would take forever. But like, if I say like, I'll say like, oh, this is a B, but it's a low B, you know, because putting Dolly in with them didn't feel right. So I'm going with my gut here. That's basically where I'm at. Oh boy, I can't remember your name. ELIZALINA from the World War III. ELIZALINA is. I mean, I don't care for her at all. She's easily the least favorite of the ones we've had so far. I think D's probably harsh because she's not done anything actively wrong, but I don't have time for her. She was there, but she if we talk about just the anime, I have read the light novels of the anime, by the way, like all of Old Testament, so I know a few things, like I know about like Drunk ITSUWA and all the other stuff they cut out, so I'm not a complete noob here. But ELIZALINA, first of all, I don't know if I'm saying her name right. Second of all, she was just there. She was more of a plot device than a character. Not a plot device, but you know, like she was there to own the little piece of land, basically, which all the main characters go to at some point. She didn't really do much on her own. Also, she was an idiot and left all those spies in that Accelerator had to deal with. Yeah, not a fan, me, of ELIZALINA. Yeah, I'm trying to think if I'm being too harsh, but I think that's okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go with yeah, that's okay. Alright, on to Esther from Certain Scientific Accelerator. Now, I like Esther. I like her quite a lot, but I'm trying to think, do I only like her because she was, for all intents and purposes, the main heroine of Accelerator anime? Or do I like her, you know, on her own? And that is a question. That is a question that I don't know the answer to. So boy, this is gonna be a complicated one. I mean, she did get kind of annoying when she refused to stand. Accelerator was like, "Bitch, stand up. We're gonna go fight now," you know. But oh, I do like her though. I think I'm gonna put her in A. You know, I think A is turning into people I like, but I don't necessarily know why. I'm between A and a B for Esther, for definite. I think I'm gonna go A. I did. Yeah, she was good. I liked her. I liked her a lot. I'm gonna stick to my guns on this one. I don't know if I'm like in a minority there. I mean, Accelerator anime is, I mean, it's better than the manga, which is an achievement in and itself, but still not great. But Esther, I mean, it was mostly about her, wasn't it? So she got the most anything really in that show. Like Accelerator was there, you know. Accelerator didn't really get development in that show. He was just there to do cool things. It's not like in Railgun Misuka actually sort of develops at points, and KUROKO and whoever else. Accelerator is just there to be awesome, to be Accelerator. Whereas Esther, you got like your side characters, the one that actually go through the stuff. So I guess, yeah, no, A is right. I think A is good for Esther. Yeah, I'm gonna go with that. We're taking this very seriously. There are no memes here. This is a serious tier list video. Up next is Frenda. Oh, I love Frenda. I think Frenda's great. I hope nothing bad happens to... We're not gonna do that whole thing. Yeah, unfortunately, Frenda is one of 2 characters that actually die. Like, I think, like, Frenda and then, like, Terror of the Left. Like, that's about it. Like, I was thinking about this the other day. Like, how many characters actually die? It's literally just them 2 that I actually can think of. Obviously, you got, like, well, not all of, most of school, but they're not too important, really. You know, in terms of characters that are somewhat important. I guess Terra has a few appearances. But Frenda is probably the most high-profile one, I think, to die. Unless my brain is farting and I'm forgetting a massive person that dies. But yeah. So Frenda, though, we got to the... This is going to be a timeline shout-out, I guess, to where we are in, you know, when this is being filmed. The most recent episode, we had Mackerel Frenda in Railgun T, so that just made me like her even more. So, I'm going to put Frenda. It's between S and A, and I think Frenda might be our first S. Oh, can I do that? I think, yeah, Frenda is the first S. Boom, we did it. Frenda, you're an S. Good job there, Frenda. You did it. It's the best thing that ever happened to you. Your memory will live on in my soul and heart and all that other stuff. Frenda, you're gonna be missed. Fukiyose is next. Boy, we got a lot of these left. Like, a lot left. Fukiyose. Oh, man. Okay. Real talk, though. What happened to her boobs? This is coming from, like, a pervy place. Like, Index 2, you got bazongas. You got ballistics. And in Index 3, it's just, like, normal size. Like, normal size. Like, either that's the strongest sports bra in the world, or there's something fishy going on, because they got nerfed hard, and I want to know the answer. Damn it! I want to know what happened. This is, again, not coming from a creepy place, just a I gotta know, man. I just gotta know. But Fukiyose. I kinda like Fukiyose. I don't know how much I like Fukiyose. I mean, I'm between A and B again. I think Fukiyose is alright. I mean, the headstrong, she beats up the lads, but the lads do deserve it most of the time. Maybe not Toma, but the other two? Other two deserve it, don't they? Let's be real. I think Fukiyose, oh, I'm gonna put her in A. Oh, I've lost the thing. Oh god, hide that. Never mind. I'm getting used to this. Laptop things are hard. Fukiyose, I think I'll put Fukiyose in A. Does that look right? I'm just trying to... I mean, B looks too hard. I think low A for Fukiyose. Inverted rhyme there, but it works. Yeah, and then, yeah, no, she was... And then in the Daihase, she was all like, I want this to be the best it can. No, she's A. She's an A. Good. Yeah, we'll go with that. And we're only talking about her ranking being an A and nothing else. Lads. You disgust me. Anyway. Oh boy, it's another episode of I Can't Remember Your Name. It's the schoolgirl. You know, the one in school. The dress girl. Gokusai? Is that it? Gokusai? They never actually say her name in the anime itself. So I feel like I'm a little bit forgiven. But still... Oh, man. I'd have no idea where to put her because... I mean, pre-Railgun, this would have been even harder because she just shows up to be evil, basically. I do like her ability, though. Her ability is one of the coolest abilities, I think, in the show. Like, genuinely. But then in Railgun... No, she only showed up briefly in Railgun as well. What am I talking about? What am I talking about? But, golly gosh, I'm thinking B because she really hasn't done much. She's got such a cool power, though. Like, her power is carrying her to B. Do more with her, I guess is what I'm saying, because she's pretty cool. I guess there's that school, you know, that Kakane spin-off. She probably does more in there. I don't know. I haven't read it. Maybe she doesn't. Who knows? But yeah, I think for now, I think there is safe. There is a safe pick for Gokusai. And I'm really not sure if that's her name. I could look it up, but I'd rather do this thing off the cuff and have people shout at me for getting the name wrong. Yeah. Do I really give in to the meme? It's Himegami's next, and I really don't. I really don't have a care in the world for Himegami. Like, I'm sorry. I know that's just giving in to the meme, but she's just so nothing, isn't she? Like. I feel bad saying it because it is just playing the joke into the ground, but I think I'm gonna have to. I'm sorry, Himegami, but I just can't get on board with you. I don't like you. You know, I don't want to be that guy, but Himegami kind of sucks, doesn't she? Didn't she get, like, I think it was like a popularity poll a few years back, she got like dead last out of every character. Like, and as I've said it before, there's a lot of characters in this show. Imagine getting dead last. You're like the Simisear of the Toaru series. The joke there is Simisear was the least popular Pokemon ever in a poll. So there's the correlation, I guess. Himegami, yeah, don't care about her. Deep Blood, not. Is Deep Blood anyone's favorite arc? Just hands up. And the ability, I mean, it would be cool, but have we seen any vampires? I don't think we've even seen any vampires yet, which is just like, you'd think they would show up at some point. I don't know if they are in New Testament or not, because I've not read that, as I said. But you would think because they're like, oh yes, this confirms the existence of vampires. Like, you'd think at some point we'd see a vampire and they'd just be the most friendly chap in the world. Like, oh, hello there, I'm a vampire. I'm going to not suck your blood. I'm going to help you out, Mr. Kamijo-san. Don't know what that was, but we'll go with it. Oh boy, it's a double-decker of the D tier. It's Harumi from the Accelerator anime. So, reason she's in the D tier is always wearing no clothes. Well, in the manga, she's fully naked. In the anime, she's got some frilly lingerie on. So, there's that. B, actually already dead. We'll get to that in a minute. C, possessed by the spirit of a very old man. That's kind of a turn-off, gonna be honest. And D, turns into a giant fleshy tentacle monster that, you know, that's pretty bad too. Yeah, I don't have much thought about putting Hirumi in the bottom tier. She isn't supposed to be, you know, top tier waifu material. She slash he slash it is supposed to be just the bad guy, you know? For a big bad boss for Accelerator to be all cool. Even though he didn't do too much, actually, in the grand scheme of things. Like, mostly it was everybody else, and Accelerator just sort of chilled. Until the very end, when he pretended to be Toma for 5 seconds. But yeah, no, Hirumi, pretty bad. Spirit of an old man, I deliberated leaving Hirumi off. I just thought, hey, I'll put Hirumi in, it gives me another thing to talk about. So, yeah, Hirumi, not great. Oh boy, and now this one is going to be a weird one to talk about. Next one is Index. Yeah, like the character, Index herself. I forget, it's honestly incredible. A lot of time I forget Index exists, which, considering the show name is a certain magical index, I shouldn't be forgetting that Index exists. But, oh, she's not great, I'm gonna be honest. Like, I think the author said out of everyone he was most likely to date Index, and I'm like, okay son, you have interesting tastes, so I'll just give you that. But no, Index is... I mean, does anybody want Index to win? Like the Toma War? That's what we'll call it. I know it's not the main focus of the show, slash books, whatever, obviously. But in the end, someone's got to win. And does anyone want it to be Index? Like, it should be Misaka, right? If we're talking, like, logically. But Index, yeah, I'm gonna put Index in C. I'm sorry, you should eat your wallet out, and I need too much. I like my money, you know. I don't want to keep spending a goddamn food for that none, you know. Yeah, Index is there. I shouldn't be forgetting Index exists. Is basically where I'm at, and I do occasionally. So, is she even the main heroine? Like, I know she probably is, but she really doesn't feel like it, and that's not great. Not great for our Index. Ah, now we're talking next. Next is ITSUWA. ITSUWA is vastly underrated. She is the best. Like, not even just, I'm just gonna, you know, there we go. She's at the top because she is the best. She is my overall favourite, I'm pretty sure. Watch me later on be like, oh god, I just don't know. But for right now, I'm going to say ITSUWA is definitely my favourite. She's got everything. She's a kind soul. She's got the looks. She gives you towels. Everybody wants a towel. I want a towel. Do you want a towel? Towels are great. They're the best. But no, yeah, ITSUWA, she can fight with that spear thing. Doesn't do much. I mean, they helped against Aqua. Whatever. I love ITSUWA. I think she's great. So ITSUWA gets number 1. In the light novels, I guess I could talk about it. Cut from Index 3, the anime, when Toma and that are going to England, like, she just gets drunk. I forget the context, but you get drunk ITSUWA out of it, and that is a beautiful thing right there. Drunk ITSUWA is, I was gonna say, it's best ITSUWA. Probably not best ITSUWA, but it's a pretty funny sight. Let's go with that. And then you got like fairy maid or whatever it was. I forget exactly what it was. Fairy princess ITSUWA outfit. ITSUWA, it's a thumbs up from me for being just the best. Love ITSUWA to death. Speaking of loving to death and wishing they had more screen time, it's Junko Hokaze, and some people watching this might be like, who the hell is that? So this is Misaki Shokuho's friend with the purple hair. It's in like this little twirly whirly. That's how I'm gonna describe it. And yeah, when she had that one episode, like the first part of Dream Ranker, where she like tries to make them friends, she's just the best. I like Junko. I have read a bit of Astral Buddy, so I have a little bit of not information, but I have a little bit more, you know, knowledge, I guess, than your average anime goer. Should probably finish Astral Buddy. I think it has finished now, so I should probably like finish reading it. But hey, whatever. Junko, I really like Junko. I wish she did more just in the regular series, so I'm gonna put her in A. Yeah, I like her more than Fukiose. So I think, yeah, A is a good spot for Junko Hokaze. That is her name, I do believe, if I've got that wrong. Don't think this is quite a Gokusai situation. I hope that's her name. She's like one of 3 sisters, I remember. They revealed it in like a Blu-ray short story thing. I remember that. So, hey, I've remembered something. I just can't remember her goddamn name properly. I think that's probably right. Kanzaki is next. I like Kanzaki. I'm trying to think how much I like Kanzaki is basically where we're at, because I do like her, but is she S? I'm between S and B. I'm between Sab, basically. Sab is what I'm thinking. So really, logically, if I'm between S and B and I don't know which, I should put it in A. Like, in between them 3, it should be in the middle one, which I think I'm going to do. But I do like Kanzaki. I think when was it she got like more personality? Because she was like very, I don't know if I'd say cold, but like calm, collected. And then when she became more, you know, I guess it was when Tsuchimikado got involved, and then like she started getting embarrassed. You got Fallen Angel Maid, of course. Yeah, no, Fallen Angel Maid gets it in A. I don't know what I'm even questioning it for. Yeah, a lot of A's, but hey, has a lot of good characters that I like a lot. So, oh my god, we still got loads to go. This is gonna be a longish video. Don't know if I was expecting how long this would be, but hey, we do what we can here. We do what we can. Yeah, Kanzaki being an A makes a lot of sense. She's like good. She's relevant to the plot a lot. I think, yeah. Kazakiri. HYOUKA Kazakiri. I don't especially care for Kazakiri. I'm just looking, seeing who I think D. Not D. D is way too harsh. I'm sorry, I take that back. C, I think, is where I'm looking at it and like, do I like her more than Index? Do I like it more than AWATSUKI? I don't think I like her more than the B tiers. I think B tiers are definitely above her. It's just a question now, is she a low B or a high C? Oh, Kazakiri, I mean, she's kind of cool, like when she goes Super Saiyan in Season 3, and then fights a little bit with a light sword. That was kind of cool. And then, I mean, she's appeared in all 3 seasons in pretty big roles in each, so that's got to count for something. No, it doesn't. It doesn't at all. This is a waifu. This is a completely different thing. Of course, it doesn't. This isn't objective. This is my opinion, and people are going to shout at me. I'm thinking C. C seems right to me for Kazakiri. Don't know. Trying to think what kind of shape I've made now. It's just sort of a shape. Doesn't really mean anything. Who's next? Who is that? I can't actually see who that. KINUHATA. That's KINUHATA. That's who that is. I like KINUHATA. I think we might be going back on A looking at it. She's probably my second favorite in item behind Frenda, who's already on there. Yeah, she's funny. We just recently had the bust upper episode in Railgun T where she and Misaka just hang out and do boob things. That was kind of good. I like her anyway though. I think she's like in Index 3. I think I didn't really care for her. Like if this was pre like the new wave and we just had Railgun S to go off, she'd be kind of low. I didn't care about her much in there. But then Index 3, the other one, Railgun T, she got a lot more to her. So, oh boy, I'm thinking A. A seems to work for me, I think. I think A is where we're going. So we'll go A. A for KINUHATA. That makes a lot of sense for me. There was also that funny scene. All of her funny scenes are with Hamazura. I was just going to say that funny scene. There's a lot of them with Hamazura where like she accidentally pulls up her skirt and then it's Hamazura's fault somehow. Don't really see how it's his fault. The man was just opening his eyes, you know? And he saw justice, I think it's safe to say. And then obviously I was going to say flat earther stuff. That's not what that is at all. The bust upper is what I meant to say. Flat earther, where did that come from? Bust upper stuff with Misaka. I think that was kind of funny too. Boy, who are you? KIYAMA? Harumi KIYAMA? Is that your name? The undresstress, the lady who gets naked a lot with the eyes. I think it's KIYAMA. I don't know. This is another one where I'm like, I don't care, you know. I don't especially care for her, but she's not a D. She's not. I guess she's a low C because. Oh, I did it again. I clicked on the wrong thing. Every time that comes up, people are gonna be like, "Whoa!" Press the button because I probably won't edit it out because that require effort. But yeah, I think C works because she had a decent arc with fighting the kids and everything. Probably the one. I prefer that Railgun anime arc than the other one, which will we get to? Is there any like way? No, I don't think there's any reference to it in here. No, I don't see. No. Okay, whatever then. Maybe not. Who knows? But yeah, no. Silent Party's crap. I hate it. But the other one is way better comparatively. So yeah. It's Komoe Sensei. Love Komoe Sensei. Have they ever revealed why she's a lolly? Or is it just something we've got to... I mean, I know there's like theories. They're like, oh, it was an experiment somehow. But I don't think it's ever been 100% stated what exactly happened here. But, hey, whatever. Legal lolly? Sure, go for it, man. I'm just going to put her in B. Because she's got that whole caring personality thing. She cares for all of her students and all that. So yeah, and then they're nice right back. Like the Daihasei festival where they saw her crying, so they were like, we're gonna win this thing now, and it fires them all up. So I think B is a good pick. Like I don't think she's that works. I think that works. Kongo, boy, my opinion is flip-flopped on Kongo. I used to think she was annoying. Now I'm in the opinion that I actually really like Kongo. I think she's great. She's got everything. She's got the money. She's got the money. I've not been paid off, I swear. No, for reals though. She's got the forehead. Look at that forehead. I mean, it's not on the screen yet. I mean, it probably is. Probably in the corner. Look at that forehead, guys. Look at it. It's like a 5-head at this point. I love Kongo. I think she's great. Her whole, she's got the figure. Can I say that? I'm gonna say it. Screw it. It's internet. I'll do whatever. She's got her ability's pretty cool when she fights Matey Boy, Tubbs with his robot dogs. That was pretty good. You know, I was glad she had a cool moment in Railgun T. I mean, everybody kind of did in Railgun T. It was good at giving side characters cool things to do. Yeah, Kongo. Is she S? Is she S? Oh, she's either S or A, and I can't decide which. I think I'll put her in A. But that was a struggle. That was a struggle thing. I think I'll put her in A, and then later on I'll think, do I like Kongo more than people in S? But for now, I think she's a very high A. I think is where I'm at with Kongo, because I do like her. I didn't even think it was that big a deal that the anime introduced her way earlier than the manga. In anything, I think it sort of worked better because we know who this girl is before she does an awesome, cool thing. It's not like she just came out of nowhere and did it. C is KONORI. What do I think of KONORI? I really don't have any strong opinions on KONORI. She's there, kind of. People told me she was an anime original. I'd believe it if she was. That's how little. She has that one mini arc with the gangster guy where they drink milk at the end. I really don't have much to add on KONORI. I think I'm just gonna put her in C because she's not actively terrible, but boy do I not care about her really. So I think C is a good thing there. Who is that? That is KOUZAKU. MITORI KOUZAKU, I do believe, from the Railgun T, the Daihasei arc. She's another one. Okay, first off, I like her flippin', what do you even call that, nurse Twin Tails outfit more than her regular hair down outfit. I think that was a mistake, KOUZAKU. Go back to Twin Tails, you coward. But no, I think she's alright. Again, it's another one where I don't really have much to add. Like, KOUZAKU is... because she goes from being like the super villain to, oh, actually I feel kind of bad for her. I mean, she did throw a knife through Kuroko's hand. So, there was that. She did a lot of bad things, but it's mostly like, what? I don't care for Kozaku, really. I'm trying to talk myself into it. She's whatever. She can be in flipping C tier as well. Because I don't actively hate her like I do with like Harumi. And do I hate Himegami? No, I don't hate her, but boy, she's just nothing. Like D are ones that I feel nothing for. C is like I don't especially care for you, but I think you're alright. And then B is like I'm indecisive, I guess. And then A is like I like you, and then S is like oh my god, you'd marry me. You know, that's basically how it works. Speaking of, I mean she won't be going on S. It's Kuroko. So Kuroko Shirai is the most. Is she the most polarizing character in the series? She's got to be up there because, I mean, I can't decide what. This is a hard one for me right now because sometimes Kuroko is the absolute worst. She's so obnoxious and annoying, and you can't bloody stand her. But then other times, she's bloody great. Like the time when she got a knife through the hand and she just punched her. Despite that, awesome. The episodes with where they got the kid. The brainwave kid, I forgot his name, in Dream Ranker. Again, she was pretty good in them as well, you know? When they let Kuroko be cool, she's cool. When she's not being a pervy groper, you know? She's pretty alright. So, I don't know where to put her. I don't know where to put her at all. She could easily be in S or D. So I think I'm going to put her in B. I'm going to put her dead in the middle just because she's so inconsistent that I really don't know what to do with you, Kuroko. I'm sorry, you're dead in the middle. Like, it's weird that some really side characters like flipping Junko and Fukuyose are higher than Kuroko, but at least they're relatively consistent, you know. Also, Junko likes the frog guy, Gekuda, so that's like plus 50 points right there. Anyway, next is. Oh boy, I don't remember your name. From the movie Lady Lee Tangle Road. That's the one. I don't care for you. Like, you can go at the bottom. I'm sorry. I don't have much to add. Did she really have much personality? Or she just kind of felt like I'm the villain you got to defeat. You know? I mean, and yeah. I mean, it's just that when they are villains in Toaru, they generally become good and then get more to them. So to have her obviously not going to show up again. I think she is. I've read somewhere she's mentioned like in New Testament, like just in a throwaway comment, which is fine. But I don't care. I don't care for her very much. I didn't have her. What was her thing? Like she lived for thousands of years or whatever it was. It's not too interesting, is it? Eternal Life, pretty dull. Seen it before. Do better, I guess. Lady Lee Tangle Road, you're not great. Now the one that's going to get me arrested. Oh boy, Last Order. I mean, I think I'll go through this quite quick. I don't think I need to explain myself too much. C. Because she's not bad, she's kind of annoying, and more importantly, she's an actual child. So, yeah. I don't think I need to explain much more than that. I guess I know what you're going to say, but they're all actual children, and my answer to that is anime. All right, you know, there's like anime children, and then there's like everything else. You know, anime children is like you know what that look like, you know, and then everything else is above that. You've seen anime before, you know how this shindig goes down. And next is a very shadowy figure that I can't see at this camera angle. Boy, I'm going to have to crane my neck back to have a look. Is that Laura Stewart? I think that's Laura Stewart. Boy, the rain's picked up. Hopefully that's not too loud on the microphone. Laura Stewart is, fine. Is she fine? I mean, she's kind of funny. Like, I don't get much waifu energy from her, but she's kind of funny. So I guess I'm between a B and a C. But B really feels high. B feels really high. I'm gonna go C. C, I don't. It is again quite impressive. Like we've got like, I mean, I guess no, it's sort of even. Like you know, you look at it, you got like the middle amount B, A and C. There's kind of a few, and then D there's a few, and then S there's even less. Sick rhyme by me. But no, Laura Stewart, she is kind of funny. like when she and Style just has to put up with her, but I find that funnier as a joke at Styles' expense than actively, you know, her being funny. Oh boy, who's next? It's Lesser or Lessar. I don't know how you say it. It's spelt like Lessar, but it might be. Oh, excuse me, I got the burps. It's said Lesser, I think. I can't remember off the top of my head, but I'm gonna say Lesser because that's less stress on my vocal cords. Lesser is. I mean, she's A or S. I think that's an easy statement for me to say. She's in the top 2. Immediately, I was like, oh, I see why people like her. You know, I could see it immediately. I was like, oh yeah, I see, I get it. She's got all that sass. She's got all this. Maybe sass is the wrong word, but you get what I'm saying. She's got that big energy. Let's go with big energy. But is she friend at ITSUWA tier? Like, I'm just looking about who's coming up, and I don't think there's many that are friend at ITSUWA tier. Oh, can I put? I don't think she is. I think she's an A. I think she's a, which is still a good score, but the A tier is getting very big. It looks kind of like a gun now. The shape of it, like a rail gun. Haha! See, that was deliberate. I promise. No, it wasn't. But no, Lissa's good. I think the thing. Is there a thing holding me back? She can be kind of annoying with, you know, her, oh, it was funny. It was funny with Toma. And it was only World War III. She didn't do it all the time. No, I do like Lesser. I think she's... Oh, is it? Lesser's might be subject to change. I think we might have to revisit that at the end. Because I put her there for now. But it is weighing on me. Because I really like her. I think she's good. Damn it. Your name is... Who's the next one? Who is that? Lidvia? Lidvia? The bad guy from Daihase arc. The nun one, not the one with the big watermelons. Lidvia. I mean, I don't. She's another one where it's just like, she's there, you know. I don't even see her as a waifu, you know. That's basically what we are with Lidvia. She can go in the bottom tier. Yeah, I don't really have much to add. She is one of the few that doesn't really get much more than just being a bad guy, you know? It's like her and then the Pope guy. The ones that like end up in the cell at the beginning of Index 3. When they're explaining everything to Style and... Who was with Style? Agnese, I think it was. So, yeah, don't especially care for her. Sister Lucia, or Lucha, I don't remember how it's pronounced. I think the dub they say Lucha, but Lucia is how it's spelled, so I'll just flip between both. She is... Oh, she's in a similar boat to Angeline, but I think I might like her less than Sister Angeline. But do I like her a whole tier less than Sister Angeline is the question. And I don't think I do. I think she's a C as well. I'm thinking about this, yeah. I think she's a C. Because, you know, I feel bad. I do like Angeline more, but I don't think Lucia or Lucia is a D. Looking at who is in D, I don't think she's down there. So I think C tier, but lower than Angeline. I think that works. That works in my brain, I think. Yeah. Okay. Next is Maika Tsuchimikado. She's what? She's. Can you set a pattern here? She's pretty whatever. I don't hate Maika, but I mean, I guess it's kind of nice that her and boy Tsuchimikado. What the hell's his first name? Oh my days! I farted. I'm sorry, not literally, but brain farted. I've forgotten. The Tsuchimikados have that weird sister thing going on, brother sister thing, but they're not blood related, so it's fine. So there's that going on. But yeah, she's taken. I can't call her my waifu, can I? She's with the big boy, so to speak. I'm gonna put her in C. B seems too high, but C. I feel like C seems too harsh. I just want to stress that most people in C aren't completely terrible. Like, am I at the point where I should have had another tier? Maybe I should have, and I buffed everything up except for a few. Maybe I should have done that, but hey, that's not how we roll. We're just going to do the 5 because boy, I don't want to stress myself out with too many tiers. That'd be insane. But yeah, Micah, B seems too high for Micah, I think. Next is, who is that? I don't know the number, but it's a Misaka sister. It's probably Misaka Emoto. But, I guess, I just want to stress right now, I've only got one Misaka sister on here. Well, I mean, one regular Misaka sister. Obviously got Dolly and, you know, Last Order and whatever. But, Misaka Emoto, I guess. I like Misaka Emoto. I think she's good. She's got a dog. No, she doesn't. She's got a cat called Dog, which is just the funniest thing. Like, me and my friends still make jokes about that to this day because we're comedic geniuses, I guess. But yeah, no, I like her. I think she was funny in Sisters. You know, the first part before everything got super serial, and then, you know, the Tomo Accelerator fight and all that. But yeah, no, there, and then every time she shows up, like in where she wants that was a different sister. Do I just count them all as one? You know, because they're sort of similar. Like there was the one that got the button or whatever from regular Misaka, and you know there was, and then they had a little slap fight when she tried to take it back, but then she got squished. So like, do I count that as the same because they're very similar, the Misakas? I don't know, but I think Misaka Emoto is a B. I think she's is she an A? For now, we'll call her a B. For now, I think we'll stick with B. We can rework it if we need to. Although I think looking at that actually does look quite right. So I think yeah, that works. Yeah, I like them. I considered putting just as a joke, just like a bunch of Misaka clones on here. But then I figured, hey, no, I'm not gonna do that. So yeah. April Fool's Day. Every Misaka ranked from worst to... I'm not going to do that. That would be insanity. Speaking of, up next. Speaking of insanity and Misaka, we got Misaka Worst up next. Haha, relevant. She's not insane, she's just a bit cray-cray. Misaka Worst is... I mean, she hasn't had much time at the moment. Like, it's just World War III. I know she... goes back with Accelerator at the end, and then, you know, in the New Testament she does more, basically, is what I'm trying to say. But for right now, I'm thinking, I mean, she's cool. Like, it's cool to see a Misaka that's so different from all of the other Misakas. It must be a I haven't got Mama Misaka on here. Oh, man, that's derailed everything. You know what? Now there has to be a part 2. We can't not have Mama Misaka. But no, back to Misaka Worst. Just completely derailed that then. Misaka Worst is... I like Misaka Worst. She's not yandere, but she's a bit cray. Does that make me a weirdo thinking Misaka Worst is kind of hot? I'm just going to say it. She's kind of hot. Misaka Worst. You an A or are you a B? I think you're an A. I think that Misaka Worst is an A. Misaka Worst, it's an A. Is that people going to think that's weird? Who knows? I kind of think it's weird, so maybe people will be on the same boat as me there. Let me know if you think Misaka Worst is hot as well, I guess. Up next is finally, it feels like we should have started with this character really, it's Mikoto Misaka. The main one, the original one, the first one. Another word. The Railgun. Pew, like that. I mean, I don't think this requires much discussion, really. She's in the top. She's definitely in the top. She's essentially the main heroine. You can throw your indexes at me all you want, but no, it's Misaka. Like Season 1 Misaka in Index Season 1, found her kind of annoying, you know? But especially early Season 1. But then later on, like all the Railgun, she's fine. But then later on in Index, she's pretty fine too. I like how she sort of goes from doesn't particularly care for Toma, just wants to know what the hell is going on, to hey, he's kind of cool, but I don't really know why, to oh, now I see. And then, you know, she goes to save him from World War III. Of course, doesn't go the way she planned and everything, but hey, at least she tried. Also, it's nice to have a tsundere who is kind of aware, or maybe not aware, but kind of admitting to how she feels about a guy. Like, you know, in Index 3, she's like, oh, I get it now. you know? It's not like every tsundere ever where they're like, baka, and they won't say anything until they're confessed to first. Misaka knows, basically. Misaka's aware. She's going to do what she can. I like Misaka a lot. I think she's good. I think she's one of my favourite tsunderes, and I like tsunderes a lot, so yeah, that works. Oh boy, continuing the S trend, looking at the chart, we got Misaki Shokuho. And like I just said, she's an S as well, because she's great. And I don't want to anger the Misaka versus Misaki crew by putting one in S and not the other. That's not the reason, really. I just like both of them. Is that a sin? No, it's not. Misaki, I was not concerned, but hey, before Railgun T, you know, Daihase, don't really know much about her. But then, like, in Daihase, she's like, oh my god, she's great. She's sassy. Not sassy, that's not the right word. I've used that word like 3 times, not correctly. So, but no, she's like flirty. She's got the bod. Her belly button keeps coming out. Literally, like, watch it again. How many times do her shirt get torn, you know? And yeah, I get it. Hey, I ain't gonna complain. I'll take what I can get. But yeah, like her a lot. Mental Out is a cool ability, and I feel like we've only scratched the surface of what it can do in Railgun T. Hopefully she shows up some more to do more cool Mental Out tricks. Mental tricks, is that what we're gonna call it? That's what we'll call it. Yeah, I like Misaki Shokuho a lot. Similar to Misaka, kind of found her annoying at the start with her clique doing all the stuff for her, I guess. But then, you know, you get into the main part where it's like, oh no, she's not a bad guy at all, she's actually a good guy, and they're going to work together. And their banter together, the Misaki banter, I call it arguing, but really it's just banter. It's great, and obviously the bit where they try and kill Pierce Aogami for selling basically dream porn of them. Yeah, good stuff there from Misaki Shokuho. Like it a lot. Boy, continuing the level 5 train now. It's Shizuri Mugino. She's not an S. She's not an S, I can say that much now. Is Mugino my least favourite member of Item? She might be, but even then she's not terrible. I'm thinking B. Just immediately what's coming to me is B, because she's got a bit of a temper, we'll say that. I think that's a nice, polite way of putting it that won't get your head blown off by a green or purple or white laser beam, because depending on what you're reading, watching, playing at the time, it changes. In the PSP game, it's purple. Why is it purple? I don't know. But yeah, no. In Shizuri Mugino, I think B. I think B is like, because that's below Kinuhata and below Friend. Yeah, that works. That works for me. I think. Yeah, no, that's good. B is what I'm noticing is sort of the people that are kind of inconsistent. Like you got Kuroko there. No, maybe not. Maybe not at all, actually. I'm lying to you there. But no, yeah, Mugino being in B makes sense. Because she's too scary, you know? She's too scary to find hot. And I know some people find scary hot. Although I put Misaka Worst there because she's hot. Misaka Worst is hotter than Mugino. Hey! Is that a... That's probably a hell of a stretch. People are going to be like, that's insane. Who is that? I literally can't see this image. Musujime, I think that is. Yeah, it is. It's a really bad picture too. Index Wiki. Sort your crap out, I guess. Musujime is good. I like Musujime. She's a Shotokan. That's not a reason to like her, but I'm just naming things about her. Her ability is alright. She needs to get better at it so she doesn't teleport inside of the floor and rip her leg bones off. I'm thinking B again, you know? Musujime, B. Seems about right, doesn't it? I think so. I think she's okay. I probably should talk a bit more about her. I do sort of like her, like, I don't know, I call it character arc, where it's like, fights Kuroko, Accelerator beats the crap out of her, Toma finds her, and then next she's in group, and then in group she's like, I gotta protect these people, you know? And then they're all like, yeah, fine, we'll help you out, or whatever. Yeah, and then she was also like the teleporting lady for the room, the Alistair room, I remember. Because like earlier on, I think she does show up in season 1 doing the teleporting. It might have been season 2, but she shows up at some point doing the teleporting. That's kind of cool, but hey, you're getting in B, I guess. B for I don't know what B stands for in this case. Musujime is B. Musujime Awaki? I can't remember. You know, I got one name, that's all I need. Crap, what's your name? Nunutaba? Nunutaba. Is that your name? From Railgun S, that did the sisters stuff. I think her name's Nunutaba, so... Boy, I'm gonna put you in a... I don't... Are you a bottom tier? I don't think you're a bottom tier. I'm gonna put you in C. Because you're alright. Oh, I made the thing move. That means I'm gonna have to do more editing. Drat. Yeah. I think Nunutaba being in C works. I don't have much to add on it. She gave that one Misaka personality, and that's the one Misaka she gave like emotions, if I remember right, if I'm remembering my lore right. That's the one that is the one that was reading the magazine, like the wedding ring magazines or whatever in the Index 2? Yep, Index 2. So I do like the crossover. It's like this happens because this happens in another series. So you better watch everything is essentially how it works. And I like that in a weird kind of way. Next is Oriana Thompson. Oriana Thompson is, I mean, how do you put this? She's damn she hot is basically all I'm gonna say. You know, I don't pride myself on that, but it's accurate. Is she she might be out of everyone in the series the most hot, and I'm just checking right now to see if I'm flipping gonna have to retrace my steps, but I think that's right. I think because of that, she earns a solid B tier. Because personality-wise, I don't give a crap about Oriana Thompson. She's kind of flirty. She shows up with a car in British royal family. She helps Toma out when they're catching lesser. But yeah, most of her time is spent with her boobies out, basically. They're not out, but they're practically out. So she earns a B from that alone, I guess. I'm a simple man. I'm a very simple man. Boy, we're on the last row. I mean, the row is like it's like 12 things, but hey, last row, that's worth something. Not Oriana Thompson. What's your name? I've forgotten your name. Ursula. Ursula is your name. Ursula is... I don't care much for Ursula. She's kind of too ditzy. Like, space case, I think is a good word for Ursula. I'm gonna say C. Oh god, I've done the thing again. Oh, I've done the thing. Oh no, I've done the thing. I need to learn to get better at using a freaking laptop mouse. C, yeah, Ursula is fine. She she's like the phone help a lot. She's like the helpline, which I guess Misaka turns into that in Season 3 for Toma, but hey, Ursula, also the helpline. Princess Raimia. That's the blue princess, by the way, and she doesn't do much. By the way, no, the queen isn't on here. The old lady, she's not on here, so I'm not doing that. Raimia, I think, is bottom tier. I really don't care for her at all. I'm gonna be honest. Of the three princesses, she's easily my least favorite. Not just because she has the least to do, but just because I just don't care. She's nothing to me. she is nothing to me. That's a bit harsh. Who's next? Sasha Khrushchev. Boy, I don't know. Sasha Khrushchev. You can't be A tier. I think you're B tier. She first showed up as Misha Khrushchev in Angel Fall, but I don't think that we can really count that. So Sasha Khrushchev shows up in the washing machine bit. I remember she shows up, and then World War 3? I'm sure she probably shows up at some point as well as them, but those are the ones that stick in my mind. World War 3, where the most thing I remember is Toma touching her to try and disable the angel, and she gets all embarrassed and probably hits him on the head a few times. So I guess that will earn you a solid B rating, Sasha Khrushchev. Is that too high? C is getting really full, and I don't think she deserves a C, so yeah. Alright, on to Ruiko Saturn. Saturn is great. Like, legitimately, she is great. why does the regular Index series not do more with her? And by more, I mean anything, because you could. She's met Toma at this point in, you know, Daihasei arc in Railgun, so just have her do something, man. You know, like I feel like there's a lot you could do there. Maybe they've done it because they don't want Toma to capture another maiden's heart or something, but you could do something with her in Index. Like if she's in Accelerator as well, very briefly. Like it's like a cameo, but she's there, you know. But yeah, no, I like Saturn. I think the fact that she's always inadvertently got something to do with how the problem, you know, like she's always like, oh, this website, you know, oh, this app I found, you know, and it always ends up leading into something important in the arc. Kind of like that. Because it's like, despite the fact she's got no ability whatsoever, she's still actually, I guess, accidentally lucky is a good way of putting it. But she has a baseball bat. She had a baseball bat in Silent Party, when the last part of Silent Party, where the big old fight, the best part of Silent Party, the only good part of Silent Party is the final episode. I think Saturn gets an A because she's pretty good. Yeah, I think that works. I think that's good. Up next is, I don't know who this is. I don't know who this is. I'm God. Oh, it's, I don't know your name. It's from the movie. That girl. Should I look it up? I should probably look it up. I might look it up because I can't remember her name. It's like Subiquitous. Subiquitous. I'm looking it up, so I'll just look it up on my phone right now. From what I remember of her, she is I'll do it while I'm on camera. Why the hell not? She's like, I don't like her. I'm gonna be honest. She's very like nothing. She's a bit moody. She's very moody, actually. Moody. Sorry, not movie. But yeah, I don't care about her too much at all. Her name is, I've got it up here. Boy, the voice cast is, she's gonna get the. Oh, there it is. Shotora Sequenzia. Yeah, I don't blame myself for not remembering that. She pilots that spider mech thing against Style at the start. She's in the bottom tier because I couldn't even remember her name. I can't justify putting her any higher when I couldn't remember her name. That's not how this shindig goes down. So, yeah. Up next is Taketsubo. I like Taketsubo. I think the fact that Hamazura got a girlfriend before either of the other two is, I was going to say doesn't make sense, but it does kind of make sense because Toma's an idiot and Accelerator is Accelerator. So, yeah, Hamazura winning at life compared to the other two. They might be super powered and everything, but Hamazura brings gun. And it isn't about Hamazura, it's about Taketsubo, who is, she just does something sometimes that just makes you laugh. Like in a recent episode, there's a part where she's just talking into a fan and making it go like, brrr, you know, just funny things. Or when she like floats in the pool, she's funny. I like Taketsubo. I didn't realize how much I like Taketsubo, but I think she deserves an A tier. I like her more than Mugino, so Taketsubo, there you go, A tier. I like Kinuhata more, just to sort it out. So my list is like Frenda, Kinuhata, Taketsubo, Mugino. I don't know where Hamazura goes in there. I like Hamazura, so I think he's kind of cool. I know everybody hates him. I think he's alright. But anyway. You are Terestina Kihara, and you are going in the bottom tier because you make scary faces that creep me out and give me nightmares. And that's pretty much all I got to say on that one. I mean, yeah, she's a villain, so she's supposed to be scary and all that, so it makes sense. But yeah, it doesn't make it not true, is what I'm trying to say. Up next is Uiharu. Uiharu skirt flip. Yeah, she's whatever. Is that harsh? Like, she's my least favourite of the 4 Railgun girls. I mean, she's got to be at least B tier because Kuroko's there. Yeah, I think B tier works. I feel bad putting her any lower, but she's got the whole, like, I'm very nice thing. What's up with the flowers in her hair? She seems to imply at one point that it's not just a headband. She's like, what flowers? What are you talking about? So I guess she can grow flowers in her hair. It's a bonus ability. I have no idea. Maybe that's just a one-off joke that means nothing. Who knows? But yeah, no, Ueharu, I mean, her hacking skills are cool. I think I do like her, but I think do I like her more than Kuroko? No, I like Kuroko more. She's in the B tier. I think that's about right. Looking at everything, this looks right to me so far. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with that so far. Up next is Vento of the Front. And Vento of the Front is the least waifu-like waifu in this whole list. Like, genuinely, I don't look at Vento at any stage and think anything like, oh yeah, I think you'd be good waifu. But on the other hand, I do sort of like her backstory with her brother being, you know, corrupted by science. Not corrupted, killed by science. And that's why she hates all the science and everything. I think, you know, that is a reasonable goal for... I was going to call her a villain, but she comes back... Shocker, she comes back as a good guy. So, I'm thinking C. C for Vento. Yeah, that makes sense to me. She's not overly terrible, but she's not overly great, you know? I mean, that would imply B. I don't think she's the worst, but she doesn't do a lot for me, I'm going to be honest. Up next is Billion, and she is... Well, I mean, I like her more than Raimia. I like her less than Carissa. She's in the B tier. We'll go with B tier. That was a weird noise I just made, but whatever. She's in the B tier. Boy, this list has gotten big. I'm gonna have to do a lot of editing every time it changes shape. It's a pain in the ass. Yeah, B tier. She's similar to Kazakiri, not Kazakiri, the other one, Ueharu. She's got the old kind soul thing going, but to a bigger extent. She doesn't have cool hacks and everything. She's with Akira at the back, so that's a plus point, I guess. I have a friend that thinks she's the best princess. Haha, you're wrong. Carissa's the best princess. It's not even close for me. But yeah, no, she's alright. I think B is a good spot for her, yeah. Next is Wanai. Wanai is way better than AWATSUKI. I don't even think I need to say that, and it's just because she's way cuter. Am I the only one that thinks this? I think Wanai is very cute. It's just a case of, I want to put her in A, you know? I'm looking at the list. I think I want to put her in A. Which, is that too high? I don't care. It's my list. Wanai. A. She's great. Her water power is cool. Like when she almost drowns the big guy in, you know, the robot dog guy. Like puts a bubble around his head. She's great. Love Wanai. How can you not love Wanai? She's awesome. I have an unnatural love for Wanai. I think she's great. We're almost done. We've got 3 left. I'll let you know now. Next is, oh boy, how the hell do I pronounce your name? It's Xochitl, or I think I've seen Xochi pronounced somewhere. Xochi sounds way more right, so I think I'm going to say that. You know, from the Aztec land. Aztec land, yeah, we'll go with that. Yeah, she's another one that I'm pretty whatever about. Like, I think she's okay. Like, I like that she showed up in Railgun briefly. Not, I mean, in her disguise, I guess. But yeah, she's whatever. You know, I wonder if she's going to do more because, I mean, we saw her basically get put in the hospital and then we saw her in the hospital, is the gist of it, aside from, you know, just an index. I think I'm going to have to put her in C just because she doesn't do a whole lot, and she doesn't do a whole lot for me. I did it again, didn't I? Oh, I did. Awful. Awful. Take a shot every time I do that. I think I've done it 4 or 5 times now, so it's 5 shots. Don't actually do that. I mean, do it if you want, I don't care. Just don't kill yourself, is the gist of it. And now we're on to Yomikawa, the PE teacher / anti-skill lady. Also shown up in all 3 series, I think. Like, she's definitely in Accelerator, definitely in Railgun, because there's that one episode where her assistant plays video games. And then, yeah, she's in Index. So yeah, all 3 series. Which you can't say for many people on this list, really. There's what? I mean, on this list, it's like, what, Last Order, the Misuka sister. I'm just looking at it now. I've got distracted. Yomikawa! Sorry, I properly got distracted then. Yomikawa, I mean, she's fine. Yeah, I don't have much to add on Yomikawa. She's a good guardian for Accelerator, but I don't really have waifu in mind with Yomi Kawa. So I'll put her in B because she's alright. She's no worse than like KOMOE. So I think that makes sense. And then finally, the final one. I don't know how long this video is. Feels like it's been a long one. The next tier list I do, I might do a shorter topic because bloody hell, my voice is going and that's not good. Is Yoshikawa. Unless I got them the wrong way round. It happens. Yoshikawa, there's a dog barking. We'll leave that in, that's fine. Yoshikawa is the lab assistant, like Accelerator's other guardian, basically. And I like her less than Yomikawa. So I think I'm going to put her in C. Because she doesn't do a lot, really. And boom! I think that's everything. That's everything. We're done. I'm just going to double check this. We'll go through it all in a minute, but I'm just going to make sure this looks right. Yeah, I'm looking at Less as the one person I think could move, but looking at I think A is a good spot with her. But so yeah, that's everything. We'll go through them all very brief now. In the top tier, the best of the best, we have ITSUWA, Frenda, Misaka Mikoto, and Misaki Shokuho. Don't know why I went for the last name for just those two, but what can you do? In the A tier, pretty darn great, we've got Sister AGNESE, CARISSA the Princess, ESTHER ROSENTHAL, Fukuyose, JUNKO HOKAZE, KAORLKANZAKI, KINUHATA, Kongo's there, Lesser, Misaka Worst, Taketsubo, Saturn, and Wanai. That makes sense to me. Wanai being up there she shouldn't be, but she is, because I love her. She's great. B tier, the OK tier, we have Arisa, we have Dolly, we have Gokusai, I think that's her name, Gokusai, Komoe Sensei, we got Kuroko Shirai, Misa Kurimoto, Shizuri Mugino, Musujime, Oriana Thompson, Sasha Khrushchev, Uliharu, Princess Green, Villian, that's your name, and Yomikawa. In the D tier, the barely tolerable tier, which I feel like I need to rename because that sounds really harsh for what it is. Sister Angeline, yep, that's Sister Angeline. AWATSUKI, Index, the person the show is named after. KAZAKIRI, KIYAMA, KONORI, KUZAKU, Last Order, Laura Stewart, Sister Lucia, whatever your name is. Ninu Taba, I think that's her name. Maika Tsuchimikado, Ursula, not Oriana, Ursula. Vento at the front, Zochi, Yoshikawa. And then D, the not a chance tier, get out of my face tier, whatever you want to call it. ELIZALINA, HIMEGAMI, poor HIMEGAMI. That might be harsh, but I feel like that's where she's got to go. Hirumi Hishigata, Lady Lee Tangle Road, Lidvia, Italian name. Rymea, Princess Blue. Forgotten your name again. Shutora, that's your name. And Terestina Kihara, and that is all of them. That seems right to me. Thank you everybody for sitting through this goddamn tier list. If you've got this far, thank you very much. I will put a link to the tier list in the description so you can give it a go yourself. Make your own version and send it to me on Twitter, which I never use. Hopefully, this is a good catalyst for me to use it more because I'm an internet person, man. I got a tweet. A tweet when big things happen in the anime land. But it's hard because I don't want to spoil nothing. Because what? No one wants to follow someone who spoils stuff. Anyway, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Leave me in the comments, put like, hey, other shows you should do waifu tier lists for. And also, just other tier list videos, maybe not to do with waifus. You got ideas? Put them, I'd love to hear them, and I'll get on that. If it's a good idea. If it's not a good idea, I won't get on that, so sorry. I will see you in whatever video you decide to watch next. Take care, and bye guys.